Yo, what is up, guys? Hope you guys are blessed. Today we're going to be going over the best bets, the lock of the week, the prop of the week. We're going to be talking about the parlay of the week. We're going to be going over. I have 5 best bets for you guys on this card. Before we get into it, guys, we're gonna be going over the UFC 298 recap. Now, like you guys, if you guys been watching these videos long enough, you guys know I do a recap every single time. So let's talk about all the calls that I gave out for UFC 298. We had Marab. This is another lock of the week that came through for us. For our parlay of the week, we had over 2.5 rounds in that Maverick versus Lee fight that came through. We had Marab over 2.5 rounds in Marab Henry fight that came through, and we had Nakamura money line, so that paid out at -104. Pretty decent. We almost you could double your money there with that parlay. And then we had for best bets, I gave you guys 5 best bet on the card, which is it's pretty decent best bets on the card. We had a Whitaker decision +130. I mean, that first one was tricky for Whitaker, but he's an absolute junkyard dog. He came through for us in the second, third round. Got that 29-28 decision. And then for second best bet on the card was Danny Barlow moneyline. Now Danny Barlow, I was calling him by knockout. I honestly thought he was gonna get a second on knockout, but it took him a little bit longer because Quinlan is super dog tough out there. But I still cast that knockout prop for us there. But I called the money line because I was like way confident, more confident in the money line there, -170. Then Lemos was almost even money. I could not believe that he was almost even money against Dern. Now Dern had some good moments in that fight too. So you had some good takedowns, good control from top position. Couldn't really get off a submission. And when the fight was on the feed, I mean, that fight was not even close. Every time that fight was on the feed, Lemos was absolutely piecing her up. I mean, he almost finished her in the second round. That's what I was picking. I was picking Lemos by second round TKO. And that fight could have been stopped, man. I mean, Dern was covering up. Dern was like just covering up at one point. So he was like, I'm done. But credit to Dern, man. He's an absolute junkyard dog too. So he toughed through some bad positions on the ground. And then we had a Jeff Neal finish only, which obviously did not cast. That was +100. And then we had Justin Tafa moneyline. Obviously, Justin Tafa had to pull out of the fight and stepped in his brother Junior Tafa. I had to pick Delima. I couldn't pick just Junior Tafa on short notice. And Junior Tafa looked horrible out there. I mean, Junior Tafa taking this fight on 24 hours notice looked horrible out there. So we went 3-0-2 for best bets, our lock of the week hit, parlay of the week hit. Our weekly prop, our long shot prop of the week was Topuria by TKO, and I was like, I should just stick to my Topuria pick. I was picking Topuria for like months. Then at the last minute, like couple days before, I switched to Volkanovski, but I still gave out this KO prop on Topuria. I knew that KO was coming. I had a feeling that KO we're gonna see Volkanovski get knocked out there. And as big of a Volkanovski fan I am, I mean, it is what it is. His time is over. Unfortunately, it's Topuria's time now. I don't see anyone beating Topuria at 145 anymore, to be honest. I wanna see that Moser fight with Topuria, but I don't think Moser's beating him at 145. All right, guys, let's talk about the UFC Mexico City now. For UFC Mexico City, we're gonna be going over the best bets first. We're gonna be talking about the first best bet. It's gonna be Muhammad Naimov money line. I mean, -275. And I think he's gonna finish this guy, man. I really do think he's gonna finish Derek Silva. I haven't been that impressed with Derek Silva. He had a decent performance on Dana White Contender Series over a kickboxer who only had 3 MMA fights. Took him down and got the grounded pound off in the first round, but I don't think he's gonna be able to bully Naimov like that. I think Naimov can win this fight anywhere it goes, but I think Naimov's gonna knock him out. I see a knockout from Naimov in the second, third round when Derek Silva's huffing and puffing for air. And but I like the money on the -275 is honestly not that terrible for Naimov. He could be -500 here. He's decently should be -600 or -500 if I'm being honest. I see him finishing Eric Silva too later in the second, third round. Alright, guys, let's talk about the next best bet on the card. It's gonna be Luis Rodriguez moneyline +100. He's making his UFC debut here, so I'm nervous about him making his debut here. But they're giving him a pretty easy matchup here. They're giving him Dennis Bondar. I think I've been calling Denise Bondar a fraud for the longest times. I still think Denise Bondar is an absolute fraud. I'm not that high on Luis Rodriguez either, because he's kind of just walks forward, doesn't really move side to side at all. But I think Luis Rodriguez will be able to get it done either by submission in the second, third round or by knockout. He hits pretty hard. He's got a solid chin on him too. His cardio is pretty decent too. I think he can beat up Denise Bonder anywhere the fight goes. And his takedown defense is underrated too. I don't see Denise Bonder taking him down or like controlling him on the ground or anything like that. He's got good jiu-jitsu too. He can attack submissions off his back too if he gets taken down. I think he will be able to keep it on the feet and piece up Denise Bonder. Third best bet on the card is going to be Yair Rodriguez. I'm pretty confident Yair Rodriguez get it done here. I think Yair is going to absolutely dominate this fight. He's a much better striker on the feet. His takedown defense should be solid. I don't think Ortega has the best takedowns out there. And Ortega's coming back after almost a year and a half off, coming back after surgery. And I like Yair here a ton, man. I think he's going to get it done for all the Mexicans in Mexico City. I don't know if he's going to finish Ortega. Ortega's very tough and durable. But I like your Rodriguez money line, minus 157. Alright, guys. Next best bet on the card is going to be Jasmine Haragui decision, minus 135. I think she's going to get a decision here. I don't see her finishing Sam Hughes. Sam Hughes is very tough and durable. Sam Hughes is a wrestler. She's got a solid chin on her, too. Jasmine's going to be much better striker. She's got the finesse on the feet. Much better striker. Much better. Throws way more volume than Sam Hughes. This is why she's a 5-1 favorite here. And for good reason. Sam Hughes going to have to take her down and hold her down. Sam Hughes doesn't really attack a lot of submissions on the ground. So I think even if Haragui gets taken down here, I think she can work her way back up to her feet here. And just win a decision. So I like the decision prop for Haragui here. Alright, guys, last best bet on the card is going to be under 1.5 round in that Chavez versus Lacerda fight. I think this fight's going to be finished in the first round and a half. Now, they're running it back here. We already saw this fight, how this fight was playing out. Chavez had him in a guillotine choke in the first round, almost finished him. And the referee called it a little bit too early. He stopped the fight a little bit too early because Lacerda wasn't out cold. So they're running it back here in Mexico. I think Chavez is going to get it done in the first round by submission. But I haven't seen the props drop for this fight yet, so I don't know what the submission prop is. It'll probably be like plus 100 for Chavez submission first round. But I like the under 1.5 minus 200. Alright, guys, now lock of the week time. My lock of the week for UFC Mexico City is going to be Manuel Torres money line minus 135. I did a complete 180 pick flip on this one. I was leaning Duncan's way early on, but I had to go back and watch some more tape on both these guys. And Duncan is a guy that gets cracked every single fight, man. Duncan is getting hurt out there every single fight. He's almost on the verge of being finished. And I think Manuel Torres, if he stays patient on this in this fight in the first round, I really think he can knock out Torres Duncan. His takedown defenses look pretty solid. I know he's been submitted twice before the UFC, before he made it to the UFC. Duncan does really have really good takedowns. I mean, Duncan is gonna be the best wrestler that Torres is gonna face. But Duncan is more than willing to strike in the first round, so I think Duncan might be striking with him for the first round. Then Torres might hurt him badly and find a finish. I think Torres is gonna finish him in the first round by knockout. Alright, guys, parlay of the week time now. Parlay of the week is going to be Moreno money line. I think Moreno's going to absolutely dominate Royval. Royval has always had a horrible takedown defense, and Moreno's going to be much better striker on the feet, much more technical, throws very good body kicks, liver kicks. He's much more experienced. He's a former champion, defended the belt. He's fought Figueiredo 4 times. I mean, that's not an easy thing to do out there. He's finished Figueiredo too by submission. I think Brendan Murray is going to absolutely dominate this fight. Naimov's going to dominate also. And I think Chavez is going to get a submission in the first round. So plus 145 for parlay of the week. I think that's going to cash for us there. Alright, guys, so prop of the week time now. Prop of the week is going to be Rosa Jr. Submission plus 200. I really think he can get a submission off in the first or second round. I do see him getting takedowns. I mean, Ricky Turks' takedown defense is under 50%. I mean, I see Rosa Jr. getting him down to the ground and getting a submission off, maybe in the second or third round. Now, Rosa Jr. cardio is obviously a worry for me. His cardio is horrible, but this is a step down in competition from that Christian Rodriguez fight. Christian Rodriguez is moving up to 145 now. I don't think Ricky Tursis has the power on the feet or the takedown defense like Christian Rodriguez. I think Ruda Jr. will be able to handle Ricky Tursis on the ground, get a submission off. Maybe he'll go for ground and pound, but I'm hoping he goes for submission. Ricky Tursis is very tough though on the ground. He's very scrambly. He's very good at scrambles. But I see Ruda Jr. getting a submission here. I like the plus 200 submission value in Ruda Jr. here. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed the best bets, prop of the week, the lock of the week, the parlay of the week video. And make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. And I appreciate you guys, everyone that's already subbed to the channel. We're working our way to 1,500 subscribers now. And make sure you guys come hang out with me in the live streams. I go live almost every single day. I wasn't live last night, but I had some work to do, so I'll be live tonight. Make sure you guys come hang out with me there, and hope to see you guys there tonight. And we'll be breaking down the full card, full Mexico City card, on the live stream tonight. So we'll be doing polls on the live chat and everything. We always have a fun time with the live streams. Hope to see you guys there tonight. Make sure you guys sub to the channel, guys. Make sure, if you guys are new here, make sure you guys sub. I drop a lot of content throughout the week. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Best of luck on all your bets, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.